The Delusions of von Sottendorff and His Square Mind is a puzzle game released exclusively for the Nintendo 3DS by indie developer Delirium Studios. In the game, you play as Baron von Sottendorff, a well-to-do aristocrat of the early 20th century. Unfortunately, he's fallen on hard times, and he's actually suffering from some severe mental issues. Unbeknownst to him, the game takes place within his own mind, as he tries to imagine his mansion and navigate through it. His memory is fractured, however, and the layout of the mansion is questionable to say the least. The rooms can be shifted around to allow passage, and must be changed to and fro in order for him to navigate through each stage. If the rooms have doorways that align, they can be connected and allow him to traverse. In this manner, we need to find the key to each stage, as well as a puzzle piece that represents a fragment of one of the Baron's memories. As we work our way through the game, we uncover more and more of these memories and slowly build the story of what happened to the Baron and what caused him to lose his grip on reality. The Baron himself has a great design, and you can tell from looking at him that he's got problems. The popped collar is styling, and he does have a cool sash, but he seems to have forgotten his pants and his shoe. The shoe he's wearing does have, I think that's a spat, so very well to do. The paper hat floating above his head like a halo and the trumpet reveal a childlike personality, which we will get clues about during the game. He's well animated to boot. As he moves through the stage, his actions help flesh him out and reveal the developer's talent. For example, I'm impressed that for a small indie game, the developers took the time to animate the Baron teetering over the edge of a cliff. And his walking animation is amusing but somehow fitting for him. These little touches add up, so despite the fact that he never speaks in the game, we get a feeling for his character and come to discover his personality through his interactions in the game, as well as the memories we uncover. The Baron's a cool guy, albeit hapless, I would say. Although, at the end of every stage, I have to confess, I don't know what he's doing here. To add to the presentation, Delirium Studios contacted an outside company to handle the soundtrack, who did a great job. The songs have a sort of whimsical yet compelling tone, and they further establish the atmosphere as well as the Baron's personality. I feel like I know more about the Baron and who he is based on the game's music. During the recording of the music and the voiceovers, the team used an interesting gimmick. They recorded using what's called a holophone, a microphone with two sensors. Here's a shot of the one they used. Each of the thing's ears holds a sensor. Then, during voiceovers or melody recording, they would move around so that the source of the sound changes location. The result is a strange but interesting effect of the speaker or violin walking behind or in front of you as they do their thing. To be totally honest, I'm not really sure what the intent is, unless the idea is to add another element of disorientation to the game. At any rate, you will want to use headphones when playing the game or watching these videos so you get the full effect. As far as gameplay, the puzzle design is very fun, and it can be challenging, but not prohibitively so. I think on some puzzles I spent upwards of 45 minutes figuring them out, but there's never a time when I thought all was lost, I'll never be able to solve this. The game does have some flaws. I would imagine that for people playing, the biggest complaint would be the camera. Now, to be perfectly honest, the game provides you with most of the tools you need to navigate it. The camera is in a fixed position that can be rotated so that you have a cone of vision. And for the most part it works, with a few problem areas where you can be caught off guard, especially if the room you are in has multiple levels. Fuck. Another issue which has led to many of my deaths is something that I will admit I can't tell if it's a game flaw or a malfunction in my brain, but for whatever reason I cannot judge depth in this game. Yeah, just look at this. Doesn't matter. The game is worth powering through these rough spots. I'll be recording a complete playthrough including all collectibles. Once again, I am indebted to forums user Masigo4an, who made the AVI synth script I'm using for the footage. I don't know how the hell it works, I just know how to plug in the commands and somehow it gives me what I want. So thanks again Masigo4an. I'll be joined by forums user Anoya in this walkthrough to provide her 2 cents on the game, and I'm looking forward to hearing what she has to say. Well, I guess that covers it. I hope you join us for the Delusions of von Sottendorff and His Square Mind.